You sleep last night. Don't you lie to me. They'll be calling you a radical. The Ides of March are upon us. And like a lamb, nibbling on sponge cake, watching the sun bake. The Great Coincidence Decade, 2011 till present. What'd you sleep last night? Don't you lie. I slept in the dead pines with the suns from Fukushima, Japan. Oh, they always shine. Denial is not a river. Denial is an acutely, radically gone dry Great Salt Lake. The mighty Wasatch, nibbling on sponge cake, watching the sun bake. The Ides of March are upon us. Caesar as Blanche fiddled. The new Rome burned down a long time ago. At least it had some romance. This is as dull as its masses. Obey, consume, obey, consume, obey, consume, obey, consume, obey, consume. Don't even consider the ecology. So I'm talking to at the rally last night, the Ukraine rally in Salt Lake. A woman come up to me. She's Kevin Blanche from Eastern Europe. Thank you for all your work. I said, you live here? Yeah. She says, I'm a nurse at Primary Children's Hospital. She says, I've listened to you, and you know it's true. We have a radical outbreak in childhood leukemia. I says, I know. Two of my little loved ones have been battling. We don't know why. Mystified, baffled, stumped. I says, I know why. Don't say the F word. It's Fukushima. I says, you grew up in Ukraine, right? Yeah. Well, you know what Chernobyl did. You know what after Chernobyl did. You were downwinders, right? Yeah. Yeehaw. Yeehaw. Yeah. Well, do you think that's different at Fukushima? You don't think we're downwinders here? Direct shot across. It's only 6,500 miles away. Where'd you sleep last night? I'm a butcher. What's a cow? I'm a baker. What's a cake? I'm a marine biologist. I'm a scientist. I work for Weber State University, University of Utah. I teach biology. I teach zoology. What's Fukushima? Where'd you sleep last night? Don't you lie to me. Idaho, the word for sunlight racing down the front, morning sunlight racing down the front of the Rockies. Nope, it's slang. That's Bannock. We are Bannock. We are Shoshone. We are Blackfoot. Ute. The top of the mountain. Wrong. Slang. American manufactured culture. Manifest destiny on chemo. First they come for the craftsman, Kevin Blanche. I won't stop there. At the rally last night, and this is all GOP Republicans in Utah, all speaking about the growth of imperialism. I wonder where Kevin's been screaming about that. This is an anti-imperialist movement. I've been asked many times, what are you, Kevin Blanche? I'm a stay-at-home grandpa. They don't stay at home so much. I'm an anti-imperialist. That's exactly what I am. What's their greatest weapon? Nuclear energy. So Putin, Grad, Leningrad, Stalingrad, St. Putingrad, he has his Grad weapon pointed at the biggest nuclear reactor. Who's going to tell you? If there's a satellite image and they strike it, are they going to tell you? Well, they didn't tell you about Fukushima, did they? Where'd you sleep last night? Where'd you sleep last night? Bring you star power to Earth, Livermore, California. Oh, they did it. Mission accomplished. The sun can give you cancer from 93 million miles away. We have 3 of them in the Pacific Ocean. China syndrome? You think that's a joke? Delmar syndrome. You think that's a joke? Oh, it's very real. The cancer in my body tells me so. Gone. I got out of that prison cell. I've been in that cancer prison cell I was in it for 3,791 days. Kicked off Medicaid. No subsistence. Thank you, everybody supported the historic work, but I don't know how I've done it. I've got to raise some money because I'm headed to San Diego, it looks like. Or Diablo for 11. 11 days till 11, 11, 11. Whoa, what a 11 years. What a number, huh? I went into bone marrow transplant. 11, 11, 11. I've been paroled from that prison cell. Because I used to tell them in there, this is like being on death row for a crime you did not commit. But it's got to be worse because in prison they got to have better food than this. So, people living in competition. Went off to Afghanistan to kill the Taliban. Went off to Iraq. I says, can you imagine we're standing on the steps of the Utah State Capitol and they're playing Hare Hare Krishna, Give Peace a Chance. You're playing, how long must we sing this song? You know, they're playing. I mean, I'm like, is this a bunch of lefties? For 20 years, you just stood there and pounded. Bomb, kill, bomb, kill. Went off to Afghanistan to kill the Taliban. Went off to Iraq to get a big old sack. Not since Vietnam to kill the Viet Cong. Our boogeyman invented ISIS. Let's make it rain in the Ukraine. All wars are evil. All wars are bad. Tsar Putin, a little late to this fight. While you were off in the Middle East chasing a boogeyman, Saddam Hussein did not have weapons of mass destruction. Pat Tillman did not fight off 9 million gazillion. Now, how did Colin Powell die? Multiple myeloma. That's what I have. How about Rumsfeld? Multiple myeloma. That's what I have. I have some roof for you, and I have some for me. Oh, curse this spite that I was ever born to set this right. What a burden that I was. I watched you pour some nuke-a-roo into my father's ear in the Nevada test site. I have some for you, and I have some for me. For I did my sentence, and I committed no crime. Bad mistakes, I made a few. Where'd you sleep last night? Where'd you sleep last night? Flipping that tomato soup can all over the place, you big disgrace. You got blood on your face. Open heart surgery? Get me open, pour me out. There's things inside to scream and shout. Denial. Snow, Utah. I don't live in denial. My doctor looks you right in the face and tells you, get your affairs in order, a good one. You've got 2 months to live. We'll see how you act. I chose to fight back. I chose to fight back. I chose to fight back. Stand tuned.